Hey, what's going on, everyone? How you doing? I hope you're doing well. Got another Twitter trash for you guys. We're doing a double header this week. This is how we do it. This is how we're going to do it moving forward. Hopefully, don't hold me to that. But this is what we're going to shoot for. But anyway, before we get into the first tweet, I got to give a shout out to today's sponsor, and that is The Ridge. So you guys know that I partnered with Ridge before, and I have their sweet Ridge wallet, which I fell in love with. It is so practical. But today I'm here to show you the Ridge key case, which is awesome, practical, makes a lot of sense, just as much as the wallet. The days of bulky, jingling, unorganized keys is over because of this key case. It's well organized, it fits up to the 2 to 6 keys. You don't need a ton of keys anyway, guys. How many houses do you have? How many different things do you have? You have 2 to 6 keys and you have them organized and it stays in place. You have a nice slick case. I got the Forged Ember, which looks insanely dope. I'm a huge fan of this. Look at how well it's just chilling with my car keys, man. That's it. That's it. Fits all in my hand really easily, just like my wallet. It's all simple. It's all compact and it's designed to be minimalist. And that's what people need going forward. Less chaos in their life. They have 6 different colors, including carbon fiber and burnt titanium. And they're so confident that you're gonna love it that they'll let you take it for a test drive for 45 days. And if you like it, you get your money back, guaranteed. So what are you waiting for? Click my link in the description or go to ridge.com/SBG for 10% off your order. You're gonna love this stuff, man. I actually fell in love with it. No BS. I'm Team Ridge, and I hope they keep coming back. Thank you, Ridge. Appreciate you.
Supreme victory! BRB, I have to beat my meat.
So this first tweet is a doozy. It is the title of this episode. 31 reasons why you should never beat your meat again. It's very long, guys, so we're gonna go through this one. So strap in. Hopefully we can get to some other tweets, but I may even skim through this because 31. Come on, but we're gonna read some of these together. Number 1, the power of your semen. Your legs help you stand, walk, and run, but your semen is what gives you the ability to do so. Not only does your semen produce children and pleasure, it also has deep functions in your mind and body. This is how it starts off. This is how it starts off. This is, you can already tell that this is a very, very scientific post. Number 2, semen dehydration. A car without oil will squeak, hurt, and damage the car beyond repair. Similarly, without semen, your body will feel stiff, painful, and movements will be difficult. Watery thin oil won't be effective for the car either. This one's hilarious because, it's like your body wants you to bust. I'm about to bust. Put that in there. Your body encourages you to bust. That's why you have the urge to bust, right? You have the urge. And when you're backed up, you feel off. You feel unfocused. You know how they always talk about the post-nut clarity and stuff when you can actually see things clearly. You're not thinking straight when you're all backed up. Some people even get infections when they're not regularly cleaning out the pipes. It promotes healthy prostates. It's so stupid to think it's so stupid to say stuff like this. It's so nonsensical. Just being a guy and living, you know that this is BS. Number 3, you don't need to. Some people believe old sperm must be ejaculated to free up space for the new. It's not true. Mature sperm gets converted. The converted energies then strengthen the mind and body with each cycle. We're just moving on to 4. We're just moving on to 4. Limited semen regeneration. Semen regeneration will stop or slow down at some point in a man's life. Each sperm has the power to create a unique individual. Wasting this powerful energy is not wise. It just... God, okay, I don't know. I'll be honest, I have not read all of these before. I think I read the first 2 and I'm like, cool, and I just took screenshots, and now I'm getting around to this and I don't know if I'm going to make it a 31. 5 health concerns. Your body can't survive without blood. It can't survive without semen either. Without semen, your body is more prone to illness. One feels contemporary pleasure during masturbation, followed by weakness for this very reason. I guess this dude doesn't know like why you feel weak or relaxed. The exertion, yeah, it takes energy, it takes calories to produce and to ejaculate, you know what I mean? But oh my god, let's keep going. Number 6, premature ejaculation. When you're young, you can you can stroke your member for hours and eventually get tired of it, but you still won't bust. After too much masturbation, a few strokes or even sexy thoughts results in ejaculation. That is literally the opposite. That is literally the opposite. You would premature ejaculate from no stimulation because you're worked up and you have no actual stimulation going. You haven't desensitized yourself, right? Like say sometimes people do the rounds, they're banging, then you do round 1 and then you wait for the refractory period. Round 2 you're desensitized so you can go and bang like a porn star essentially. This is so stupid. You get more used to it. The more used to, say, you're having sex, masturbation actually becomes a little bit more difficult to finish because you're so used to feeling the woman and or man, whoever you're used to banging or something like that, the connection, whatever it is. This is the complete opposite. This is the complete opposite. It's like I'm way more desensitized than I am now. Like I don't just what is he talking about, dude? Number 7 is murder. Some say our semen has reproductive seeds, so it shouldn't be destroyed. Others say upon ejaculation, millions of live cells come into being and die immediately. Do with this knowledge as you please.
Knowledge.
Oh my god, this is the argument that people are talking about with the, what's happened with the Supreme Court, and they're like, look, there's going to be people arguing this, and they're going to be people not wanting men to bust because you're killing all these potential lives. Even though when it's time to procreate, you're still killing millions technically, or the vagina is. And so it's just like one of those things where like, there's no way around it, fellas. There's no way around it. It's going to happen. There's going to be
genocide.
Number 8 talks about getting pimples. I'm skipping this one. Number 9, reduced ejaculation force. A young person can ejaculate far with good quantity. A person who masturbates low will have lower well, what's the point? What's the point of having more force if you're not going to bust at all? And obviously this person is probably only using sex for procreation. So what's the point of having a far, like, isn't that for like porn? Aren't people impressed by that because porn? What would be the reason for this being impressive at all? It sound like this does. We're seeing some contradictions here. Like he says at the end, women prefer thick, sticky, and more plentiful semen. And I'm like, why would they prefer this if it's just about procreation? So you're saying they can jerk you off? Like they can finish you? Is that not the same fucking thing? Aren't you supposed to be keeping your soldiers? Like, what's going on here? Number 10, just saying emptiness. I guess just beating off is going to make you empty, I guess. Number 11, urination problems. That's just not, it's not true. Number 12, damaged marriage. It can do some irreversible damage to your marriage. Because he's saying the more you beat off, that you're going to faster ejaculate, which isn't true. We all know that's not true. The more desensitized you are, the more you can last. So obviously the people that are addicted to masturbation, for example, a lot of times they have even problems finishing with a partner because they're so used to doing it a specific way. Like this is so dumb. Number 13 is a dull mind. So it helps you concentrate for longer periods of time. That is not true. That's clearly not true. It actually keeps you unfocused because your body is constantly urging you. Like when you start feeling aroused and you're like, I need to bust, you're now distracted from the task at hand. A lot of times it's good to, some people like to do certain rituals like, I'm going to go fight. If I relieve myself, my testosterone's going to drop a little bit. I'm going to be too relaxed and stuff. So I want to be pent up and a little bit frustrated. I want to have a little bit more ferocity. Yeah, you're more ferocious. You're distracted. You're angry. You want to take it out on somebody. Except for when you have that clarity, you're down, you're relaxed, and now you can actually focus on something else. A little bit more passive, right? Because not most people aren't fighters. Increased stress. That's not true. Like I just explained. The monetary pleasure from masturbation doesn't remove a person's stress. It doesn't give them freedom. It only prolongs their problems. just saying stuff. Poor sleep. That is completely untrue. It's actually people are sexually frustrated, can't sleep very well. Desperation. Let's see. 6 is stupid. 17. The odor. So we're talking about the smell of it now. The odor of semen is what a lot of women enjoy. But this guy doesn't get women. He doesn't know anything. Masturbation causes as well as semen to slowly. It causes the smell to slowly decrease. Oh my god. I don't think I'm gonna make it, man. I don't think I'm gonna make it. I don't think I'm gonna make it. Number 18, stinking penis. If you it smells if you do it too much. Yeah, if you don't clean up your piece, if you finish all over yourself and you have residue or something, you just don't wash. Natural body odor. This is 19. Number 20 is itching testicles. Some people who masturbate frequently get itching on the testicle. Where did he pull this from, man? Itching facial skin is number 21. Feeling weak, he already said that, essentially. Faster aging is number 23. Number 24 is addiction. Yeah, that's one that, at least there's one here you can. If you beat off frequently, you can get addicted to it. That's a thing. But just like in life, everything should be in moderation. 25 is happiness. So it lowers a person's enthusiasm. Oh my god. Those who have semen full body will sweat much less. Their body has less toxins, and they won't feel a lot of heat or cold. This is literal insanity. I don't even need to... Moving on. I'm not even touching 27. It's so dumb. Time consuming. It's really not that time consuming. Come on. 29, gateway to pornography. Oh, Jesus Christ, man. If you have a good imagination, you don't even need that stuff, man. Like, come on. Laziness, that's number 30. And we're at the final one because he's been repeating himself. 31, immense suffering. It will cause you to suffer in so many ways. It'll be better just to avoid it altogether. It's worth it, trust me. Look, man, like, there's some people that do get addicted, right? Some people have addictive personalities. Some people, unfortunately they get hardwired to when they're young, and some things stick with them and it's hard to kick it. But first of all, that's not most people. Second of all, there's some people that just need real professional help to learn how to deal with these things, to learn how to moderate everything. Like I said, everything in moderation. There's a balance. Balance is so key. And so if you moderate things, there will be balance and you'll be okay. It's just something that needs to be learned with these people, or their addiction needs to be unlearned. And that's it. Anybody who's telling you that it's unhealthy is a complete moron. They have absolutely no idea what they're talking about. I would always advise you to talk to your doctor about stuff like this. Talk to a urologist, whoever you want to talk to, but I would say a urologist would probably give you a lot of good information about this, and they would tell you that everything in this thread is absolute nonsense and laughable, and he'd probably like to share it with his colleagues. He'd be like, dude, have you seen this shit? This is funny. It's so stupid, especially the thing, like, I talk about how it's healthy. Like, you have people saying, like, oh, the coomer, right? Like, I'm actually in dictionary.com as an example of a coomer, which I'm very proud of. If I'm a coomer for having a healthy sex life and coming regularly, then so be it. Like, that's totally fine. I want to have a healthy prostate. I want to do things in moderation. Like I said, you can do things too much, and your body will let you know if you're doing it too fucking much. Because after a while, it fucking hurts, man. After a while, you're very sore. So there's some obvious things where it's like, you're doing too much, bro. It's time to stop. It is what it is. I just needed to share this thread with you guys. It turns out the thread it took way longer for me to get through than I thought it was. So I'm going to leave this episode at that. I have a lot of other ones saved up, which will be for the next episode next week. But Thank you guys for watching this. I appreciate y'all. And I want to give a shout out to my hard R and hardest of our patrons, Hugger Derek, the movie theater manager, Ashley M, and Jacob S. You guys are the best. I love you guys so much. And if you guys want to support me on Patreon, I'd appreciate it very much. So got some big stuff popping off, revamped the page. You guys should check it out. There's some cool stuff you might enjoy. But that's it. Have a good one, and I'll see you in the next video, baby.
BRB, I have to beat my meat.